When Needles was at its prime, we were around 10,000 people. We were the center of the universe, so to speak, here in this valley until probably 25, 30 years ago. And then slowly we started dying.
Here's a little city 100 plus years ago, 12,000 people, today less than 5,000 people. An area that really needs something to revitalize it. By us coming in here, we'll probably employ in about 50 people today. By the time our whole project is done, it's probably 550 people. That's a big thing for both of us.
Needles has changed quite a bit since I was a kid. We had a lot more population, a lot more stores. Before the freeway went through, I-40, this was Route 66, which we're on right now. Like a lot of towns that had Route 6 running through it, once the freeway went through, it kind of bypassed, and we had to find new ways to basically keep the city afloat. And the new cannabis industry has been our window of opportunity to make that happen. This is going to be a 65,000 square foot building here for Cultivation. This is an old Dollar Tree here. He's got his CUP approved for Cultivation. This used to be a old garage and a bar, and they bought it and remade it into a Cultivation. They've cleared off the old buy right market here, and they're putting a big building in here to do Cultivation. And then this is also Cultivation. It was the old Chevy garage. So, you know, we've got them popping up everywhere. This is going to be Cultivation and manufacturing in that old hotel.
What we're seeing in this building right now, or in this particular room, will be indicative of 23 additional rooms inside this cultivation facility. And each one of the rooms in this facility are being populated within days of one another. So although these plants are very small, if we were to return within 2 weeks, it would not even look like the same grow space, same cultivation space. That's how fast they grow.
We probably have 50 to 75 construction people here for the last 2 years. We have people that have moved here. We have people that are living here full time. Again, we try to employ as many people from the area we have some people who were born and raised in Needles.
Growing up in Needles, I kind of realized early on that there wasn't much opportunity. I just found any jobs I could get, honestly. Like, I worked at gas stations, I worked at the casinos quite a few times, but it is very difficult for some people to find a job around here. There's a lot of people not working. When I first started, they were doing ethanol extraction. They had hired me because they needed help cleaning. But as time moved on, I slowly learned the process of extraction with the filtration, the winterization, and then I ended up coming over here and making topicals and lotions and stuff like that. I think everyone's optimistic. Everyone's trying to get in somewhere at a facility, whether it's a grow or extraction. It's a very small town, so I'm sure everybody knows someone who's involved in the industry for sure.
Since the cannabis industry's come to town, our community's improved for the better. What I was shocked about, because of the conservative nature of the community, was that when it went on the ballot, our community voted for it 61% in favor. I voted against it, probably from my upbringing, and then being a deputy sheriff for 10 years. You don't get the cannabis is good speech a lot in law enforcement and all that, so it took a while for me to come around, and so I had to get educated. I went and started talking to doctors, lawyers, some judges, and patients. And I just saw some good use for it medically.
So it's so funny. They have Riverside, San Diego, Los Angeles, Oakland. Look it!
We're on the map.
I said Needles backed the dispensaries. They wanted to make a small city, flourish. We've been here from the low times to the high times. I welcome all the grows, all the distribution companies. I want them to come here because sometimes for us to get product, it's 15 hours for them to drive down here. This place We should have had senior day. Everybody here was 50 to 80 years old that walked in this shop.
No kidding.
It was so awesome.
Well, that's good.
Everybody is trying to get off of pain meds.
Oh, yeah.
Lots.
My dad, old school, conservative, he was the one that would have, taken care of me if I'd used it in high school. And he died of cancer in April of 16, and I think he starved himself to death. I just think he would have been around longer. Probably not now. He probably still would have died. But I think it would have helped him. I wouldn't mind being known as the Emerald City, California. Susan here at the Wagon Wheel, once we got into the cannabis business, really jumped on it and enjoyed promoting the city. And you can see some of the stuff that she's brought in the Needles, California. Watch us grow. Oh, here you go. We'd rather be in Needles, California. As long as we're doing it for medical purposes and we're collecting our taxes, we're able to improve our quality of life for our citizens, because that should be any reason that you bring an industry into your communities to improve the quality of life of your citizens, and that's what we're trying to do.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.